What's up everybody, I am Iamfutureidiot and welcome back to the desk again. I'm really fucking gassy today, holy shit. Welcome back to another review show on the channel. Now this week a game came out a couple of weeks ago maybe now, which has got hype. The hype train has got everyone on board and it's fucked off and it's going. The hype train is with this game. Now the game I'm going to be talking about this week is The Division, which is a game which, when I saw the trailer, I was quite actually excited about, because I don't really play a lot of online games with other people, because I'm one of them gamers that like to just sit in their pants, alone, blinds shut, doors locked, bowl of cereal maybe. I just want to be secluded and alone when I'm playing, having my adventure. But this one, I like the look of a lot, but there are a few things wrong with this game, but there's also loads of stuff that is good with this game. So I think we should stop all this blabbering and we should get started. This game looks amazing. Can we all just take a couple of minutes just to appreciate how good this fucking game looks? It runs really smoothly, no lag, looks amazing. The lighting, the weather engine, whatever the fuck is running this thing looks amazing. Now let's talk about something a bit more interesting than the weather. Now is a bit of backplot. The Division is essentially a group of people that come in when all else has failed, and you are part of this elite group of people that are just called on these very, very occasions where everything goes terribly wrong. You learn just as much about this as your characters. You learn at the same time, so you go into it kind of blind. They give a little bit of story to you every now and then by completing missions or just talking to NPCs. And that's about it, really. You need to sort of... I'm not going to do any spoilers about what has actually gone wrong in the Division. I think you need to experience it for yourself, but you learn at the same time as your character, which is really nice. So your character is like moulded on you, essentially. So you're picking up the same information at the same time he is, which is quite nice. There are main missions and there are side missions, and there's many a collectible. So if you're a completionist, this game is going to take you a very, very long time, because there are many things to collect in it. Everything from phone recordings to these things called echoes, which are like recreated holograms of things that have happened in the past. So the Division is kind of like an MMORPG. There is no real way of approaching anything, really. You can just go out into Manhattan and just do anything you like. You can go and do loads of side missions. You can do a mix of side missions and main missions. You could just do the main missions, or you could just go around collecting stuff. And the reward for doing this is experience points, because there is a leveling system. You can level yourself up all the way from 1 up to 30. 30 is the maximum level. It's a bit of a weird number. I didn't really understand it myself to begin with, but I think you find out towards the end that that's all you really need. You don't need to level up and grind to level 100, so that's not a massive issue at all. With this experience points, you level up, and as you level up, you're going to want to buy yourself new guns, new gear, new modifications for your guns. It's a really nice, smooth way of doing it. It looks very complicated the very first time you open the menu up and see all these options and all this text, but after about half an hour or so, you can really get into it. The actual overall customization with The Division is actually really good. I was really satisfied with it, creating my own character. It's a really good plus point on the game, actually. Aside from picking up gear and guns, you also find clothes, maybe from civilians which you help out, or just raiding wardrobes of the houses you break into. So you can find shoes, you can find jackets, shirts, beanies, scarves. So the actual customization on that front is very good, but if you go right back to the beginning again, when you're first setting up the facial of your character, it's not very good, really. It's only an ethnicity and a face type, really. So I'd mark it down on actual character creation on that part. Aside from all going visiting your safe houses, what you're going to want to spend quite a lot of time doing is being at your main base of operations, where you have 3 wings. You have a medical, a tech, and security wing, which are definitely one are going to upgrade with points that you get from completing missions and side missions throughout the game, because once you upgrade certain parts of the wing, they give you special perks and abilities which you can use in combat. Anything from being able to scan the area for enemies, or heal yourself, or set up little turrets. Just little things that will help you when you're actually involved in combat throughout the world. Speaking about the combat in this game, it is actually very good. It's very fluid. I really do like it. It reminds me of a game that came out on the PlayStation 3, I believe, called Army of Two. It's a lot of ducking and rolling behind cover and jumping out and throwing grenades. So some moments can get heated. Some moments that can't be heated is this game has a fast travel option to go between your safe houses. But aside from, if you don't want to do that, if you actually just want to go around and walk, walking is a thing you will do a lot in this game. A lot of walking in between places. Like I said, the fast travel is there, but sometimes you're more rewarded for actually walking and finding pickups. And that more or less covers it for the single player campaign in this game, but as I mentioned earlier, this game is very, very online based. It has a lot of PvP, and you do all your PvP in a place called the Dark Zone, which is where the worst affected area of New York is. And it's kind of scary. I really, really didn't like it when I first went. It was very dark, it was very quiet, I didn't see any other players for ages. I don't know what that was about, maybe I was just getting a bit lost. But the one thing I do find is it scared the crap out of me a little bit. It is very, very peaceful at times. It is very, very lonely. So you do walk around and it can be literally quiet and serene. The snow is falling, and you know you can only see a few birds in the sky. So it can go from pretty much that, more or less, to this. You get the idea, essentially, but aside from dying and then walking all the way back, the main point of the Dark Zone is for PvP and PvE, because the items and the pickups you find in the Dark Zone are much more valuable and a lot higher level than they are in the outside game. So once you've got these, you can't just leave, you have to send a flare up and get a helicopter to come pick them up, which is possibly one of the most stressful things I've ever done in my gaming life, because as soon as some other player sends up an extraction, it sends a message to every single player in the Dark Zone, and obviously you can go rogue and attack other players and steal their stuff, which I tend to do quite a bit because it's a lot of risk for reward. However, actually getting your equipment holstered up is possibly one of the most satisfying things that has ever happened, ever. So overall, very fun, very exciting. I would definitely consider picking the Division up. It's a very good game to play by yourself or with people. And there you have it, folks. That was my review of The Division, Tom Clancy's The Division. He wrote it, he made the game, he programmed the whole game by himself. Clever boy, well done, Tom Clancy. He sold it. He sold it to me. It's not in sale in stores, he goes around selling it. Top bloke. Anyway, that was my review of The Division. I really enjoy it, actually. I like the gameplay, I like teaming up with other people, but like I said, it does have its flaws. Like, if you play by yourself, it can get quite boring after 10 plus hours. The walking can be a bit of a pain in the ass. I know there is fun. I know you'll be like, with this fast travel, but you know, I explained it all earlier. So I would rate this game quite good. I enjoy playing. I'm still playing it at the moment. So if you wanna, you know, come into the DZ, as the kids call it, and try and shoot me down, feel free. You can probably find my PSN user somewhere. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You can just go find it as your treasure hunt for this week. Anyway, that was The Division, and yes, I enjoy it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So if you did, go and find that little red button underneath this video. It says, what is it? I think it says like subscribe on it. I'm not sure what it does. I think it's a new feature, you know. So I can't press it, so I want you guys to press the subscribe button and just let me know what happens. Maybe you get a prize, I don't really know. And if you did like this video, make sure you leave a little like, because if you leave a like and I can see that you've liked it personally, and I will come around to your house and I will bake you cakes, etc, etc, etc. So in the meantime, have a really cool rest of your week, and I will see you guys very, very soon.